Hello boys and girls, and welcome to Blood Bowl 2. This will be what I'll be recording for Monday, Wednesday, and Friday now. It was too hard to do Oblivion and I couldn't get myself to go and record it. So this is the team we'll be playing with. This is the train
To join
game.
Skink's Fitness Club, all you need to do is sign a 500-year contract.
Let me see if I can turn that off real fast. That is not the right place to
Advise
do
you
it.
to Sote.
Settings. Sorry about this.
I hope your front
yeah,
door
we'll
is locked
turn them
and your
down.
phone is switched off.
Alright. So this is the train game. They are an orc team, and let's look at the roster. We have our thrower, the Soul Train. The Steam Train, one of our blitzers. Aided by the Coal Train, his little buddy. We have a couple of goblins called Thomas the Train. Look at the little guy. And our Train of Thought. Hopefully he will be doing some thought and not just dying. As for our Black Orcs, we have the Train Wreck, the Bullet Train, and the Long Black Train. We have 4 linemen as well. The Pain Train, the Gravy Train, a Runaway Train, and our backup, the Trainee. So with that, let's go into a game real fast. So I've already joined the league for the Little Skittles Invitational. So we'll just go from here and find an opponent through this. So for those of you who haven't played or seen Blood Bowl is a board game based in the Warhammer universe of sorts, kind of an offshoot of it, I guess you would say, that is basically a mixture of fantasy and American football. Okay, so because we're behind, we get 70,000 of petty cash which we can use pre-match. Looks like we won't be able to use it for anything other than the Bloodwiser stuff though, so that's probably what we'll be doing. We don't really need mercenaries. They have the loner trait which can throw us off, even if they are fairly good otherwise. And we don't really have to replace anyone, so for right now we'll just get this, and that'll probably serve us well enough. Anyway, so it's a lot of luck-based stuff, a lot of dice being rolled, that kind of thing. So we'll load it up and we'll get going. So before anyone watches this and thinks, oh, he must know a lot about this game. I'm clueless, I'm new, I'm just not the worst thing out there. So there we go, look at the boys. Ready to smash some faces and maybe score a point. They're orcs, they're in made to score. And we're playing against Chaos. So Chaos is another pretty smashy team. I'm not really sure how well this will go for us because we are brand new and they are already a little stronger than us, so we'll see. We do have some rerolls and stuff, so that's pretty good. So they're making the call. Okay, so we get to choose. I don't know, maybe we want to kick the ball first? Force them to make moves? Well, I guess offense does that too. You know, we'll just start off with kicking the ball. Alright, so now we want to set up our team. Get that goblin off the front line. Okay, so the orcs are a fairly smashy team, meaning they're made for kind of bashing people in the face more than anything. So we want to try and cover as much ground as we can. We won't want our goblins right on the line, so we'll probably pull them back just a little bit like that to kind of cover areas. After all, we'll be kicking the ball. We don't need to cover this area too much with this team either because they aren't passing. This is kind of their sideline. This will be any subs they have, their knocked out players, and any injured players or killed players. Over here we have our trainee, the one sub we have, so on and so forth. So, let me see if I can... Alright. Yeah, that seems good enough. So now they get a chance to set themselves up to change it around, basically. They get to pick how they want to move, and I believe they'll be moving first, which would be kind of painful for us. See, the stats here on the left, MA is the movement that they have, ST is strength, AG is agility, which is how well they can pick up balls, and AV has their armor value, how likely they are to be injured. We're going to kick this towards the back a little bit here. Just to make it a little bit hard. Alright. This is okay, I guess. I don't think they can hit us, at least. They can just... oh. Move. So now, touchback means they get to give the ball to whoever. So I'll just give it to him in the back. Alright, looks like he's looking around to see what options he has to beat up on our guys. Looks like he's going to try and take out one of our Black Orcs here, Trainwreck. So the dice have multiple faces. The pushing one is the blue arrow, which lets you just move someone back a space. The attacker down roll of the skull, which you saw earlier, will mean that the attacker gets knocked down and loses their movement, basically, and actually will lose the turn. Anytime you get knocked over or drop the ball or something, you'll lose the turn. So this is a blitz. He's going to move in and attack our orc. Okay, this is a stumble. Stumble means that if you have dodge, it won't affect you, but otherwise it works the same as a defender down. It'll knock you down. Ouch. Ah, he's an orc. He can take it. Luckily, not a lot of defender down stuff right now, so that's pretty good for us. Can't complain too much about that. Okay, well there's one. Just so people know, I'm the worst at rolling dice ever. I was playing some practice games earlier and lost like 3 teammates in 3 games. I have some bad dice rolls, so you'll probably be seeing plenty of that today. So the way I plan on doing this is recording this and then at halftime breaking it up so that there's 2 parts, so there's not an overwhelming 50 minutes of video. Halftime will be in 8 turns, so this is just turn 8. Well, there's one of our Black Orcs down. Looks like we've done pretty well, though, all things considered. I mean, we did get some things knocked down, but our blitzers are okay, and looks like they're going to try and lock them up a little bit so they won't be able to blitz as easily, but that's not so bad. So he's probably going to try and kind of cage in this character to make it harder for us to deal with him. Or not. Or maybe kind of, I guess. Not the usual way, but that works. So we probably want to do safe moves first, like standing our people up. I don't really know what else we're going to do with them, because you'd have to get up and blitz them, and that's not usually a great move. We'll probably make 2 die roll attacks first. After that, so that we can get some good attacks in before we do risky rolls like this. So let's see. He'll be a little hard to take down. He'll be a little easier, but I don't know how much we really need to. Our goblin won't be able to take down much of anyone, and we might just want to move him out of the way. He's dodgy enough to do it, so we'll start by taking out this guy. Pushing works right now. We'll follow him in. That lets us take out a few different people here. He has more armor, so he's a lot harder to hit and probably not worth hitting. So this guy's pretty tied up. We probably want to take care of this guy who's threatening our goblin a bit. Well, that's not really the result I wanted, and we'll just stay there so that we can keep that place covered. Our goblin will have a rough time, I think, getting out of here, so that's a little risky. So we'll start with one of these. Alright, pushes aren't bad. We'll just move him out of the way so that he can't do as much at least. Both down. Blitzers don't have block, do they? Oh, they do. Then both down's fine. Both down normally means that both will fall over, but with block you get to avoid that roll, basically. This one, both down. He does not have block, so we can either re-roll this or take this and just deal with it. We'll re-roll it. Oh well. Win some, you lose some. Really lose some. Ow. Okay, so KO'd means that he's out of the match until another kickoff, in which case he may rejoin. If not, he's being replaced by this guy. But that wasn't good. I've had better rolls. So these guys are pretty big in that they're pretty hard for us to take down. They're a little bit better in most ways actually than my black orcs right now. Oh, and he's blitzing. Ouch. So when he blitzes with horns, he gets the benefit of having extra strength, so that hurts a little more than it should. But at least the blitz is being used, so he can't do any more moving and hitting. He's stuck with just these guys hitting now. And he's going to try and take down my goblin, which didn't work out for him. I'm okay with that. I'm okay with my goblin taking a blow. So let's see, is he going to attack here or here? Neither, I guess, yet. So another goblin just kind of absorbing a blow. I'm okay with that. Not so happy with that one, but you know, can't win all of them, and like I said. This is a lot of dice rolling, so anything can happen. So now all he has is the ball carrier left, who can't really move too much over here, so you'll have to be kind of careful with him. At least for the time being. Okay. So we really only had 3 people knocked down. That's not so bad. I mean, that's 3 more than I'd want, but that's better than a whole team or anything. So now we're probably going to want to try and pick off some people. First we're going to see if we don't really have any movements that we want to make as far as I know. Oh, that's the one who's been knocked over. So those aren't particularly great. We'll have to have a good move there if we so desire. And knocking anyone down is an improvement than standing around, so... Can't afford a both down here. I mean, I probably could, but I don't really know that I want to. Yeah, push works. It's not what I want, but it works. We'll have him stay here so he locks up some people at least. So I did that on both sides so that I could maybe blitz them and out, so which will knock them out pretty much instantly. So now we're going for a couple more risky ones. He has weaker armor, so we'll go for him, so maybe we could injure him. Nope, attacker down. Ouch. Alright. Well, that didn't go well. A lot of his people in block, which is kind of annoying in this area too. I mean, in a lot of ways, they start out a lot better than Blackworks. Because they already have... Well, he's level 2. Maybe he just gave them block. Which is also unfortunate, because that means we're fighting someone quite a bit above us, actually. Which already is a couple level 2 characters out and about, causing me trouble. For this team, we probably want to get an apothecary pretty soon so that we just don't get bashed to death by someone else or have a bad roll or anything. An apothecary lets you reroll injury dice, which luckily hasn't happened for us. Unluckily hasn't happened for them. Because I mean, if a couple of their players were to be killed, I don't think I would mind too much. As long as it's by my characters. Ow. Always looks really painful. So this is actually my first time playing against a Chaos team in Blood Bowl 2. I have actually been stuck playing Skaven every match that I've gone so far. So that's been kind of ridiculous. He's going to try and blitz my goblin. Huh, I'm okay with that. I'm okay with that even more. I mean, he's gonna hurt my goblin for sure, but... he knocked out my train of thought. That can't be good. Alright, though. I mean, all things considered, that's been worse. We are down 2 players right now, which is kind of annoying. But that's doable. So once again, you want to look for the good, quick plays that'll pay off more. You may want to get over here and blitz him. But not yet. At least I don't think yet. It might be just as likely as anything else I can do. If that's the case, then yeah, I'm just gonna do it. We'll move him here so that we can maybe get an extra dice onto this beastman here. Alright. There we go. We'll just stay. We won't need to follow that, I don't think. If we can just stall them out here, that might be worth it. So now then we're gonna do this. He's our blitzer, so he's a little more likely to be able to do this. And that push works. Stay here just because it's not worth it. Oh good, we injured him. Well, they injured him, so we don't get the points. But that's one player I won't have to worry about. Any injury is a good injury right now. Okay. We'll follow him up so that we're threatening the ball carrier a bit. Even if it's just temporary. Now our last move available is doing this, and I'm half tempted just because it's a goblin. And if I win, that'd be great fun, but... why not? Alright, shove him away. We'll let the goblins stay here, though. And that's all the actions we can make, so we'll end the turn. So he's standing up all of his men. 2 knockouts compared to 1 injury. At least the injury means that he's out of the game for good, whereas the knockout means they're just out till the next kickoff. So maybe it'll be better for us in the end right now. I mean, every injury matters a lot right now for us because it's a big deal. It'd be much better if we could cause them directly, like through the Black Orc or something. But any injury is something I will take. That's on their team, I should say, before I get like 3 deaths on mine. Okay. That's a fine roll for me. I mean, I don't really care to be pushed right now, but pushing compared to both down is not so bad. So if we can take this guy out, we might be able to blitz here. Maybe. Which if we can, that would be good. Get the ball loose, at least. So I don't know if we'll be able to just bash them down. They're a lot stronger than us on their level 2 players. We can get Beastmen down, but the Chaos Warriors are a little bit of a trouble for us right now. Now he's deciding whether he wants to push or do both down. He's gonna go for the push, I guess, probably. Yeah. Now he's going for this. Well, both down hurts. Hey, at least we stunned him instead. That's okay. That's still a bit of an advancement for us than it is for him. So I think we'd have to dodge through there. But we can blitz here, and that might be worth it. Get him out of the way. Have him move over here so he's kind of tying them up a bit. Pick him up so he's tying them up. Probably want to go for this blitz. I mean, it's not the greatest blitz ever, but it will at least open things up a little bit if it works out. They don't have dodge, so we can do that. We'll follow him in so that we're directly in front of the ball carrier. Oh, that's good. Anytime we injure someone, that's good. Oh, we broke his back a little bit. I'm okay with that. So as you see, he got some SPP. That's their way of experience, basically. So I don't know if we can level out that attack at all. That could be a bit hard. We might be able to get a blitzer over here. Yeah, let's try that. Yeah, we'll try that next. After some of these, if we can get a better move here. So we'll go for that just because it is more likely to injure. We'll just take the both down. Yeah, that was worth it. He's stunned and we're just kind of injured. Both down, he has blocks, we can take that. No injury or anything at least, so it could be worse. He's gonna take that one for sure. Both down. He doesn't have block on that one. So I have to re-roll it. Push is better than both down for me. I mean, technically, we are just as likely to injure him, but still. Hey, I'll take being pushed. So now he's trying to advance kind of, but it's moving pretty slow, which is good for us. He's deciding where to push us. And it looks like he's going to follow, which leaves him a little more open. We might be able to take advantage of that. Or he'll go all the way over here and try and pass it here. Well, he is a lot more open. I don't know if I could stop him. I mean, can I blitz him? I think he's just within blitz of me if I do this right. That will require a bit more, though. He's on a go for it for him, so I'd have to roll to him. So I'll probably have to go for this later. Let's see. 67% dodge, and then that. It's not pretty, but it might work. But let's pick up doubles and stuff like that first. We'll move him in there. And we'll follow him in. There's no reason not to over here right now. Should be a 1 dice there. Standing him up. Stand him up. Stand him up. I don't think that gets us any extra dice anywhere, but it doesn't hurt. Move this here, just to kind of cut him off a little bit. We're gonna have to go for this, so let's hope for a little bit of luck here. Come on. Okay, he didn't get hit. We'll have to re-roll that. Perfect. Follow him in. So now the ball is over here, which isn't quite ideal, because he can still run up and grab it. But he's at least stunned, so he has to get someone else down here. We're out of rerolls though, and that's a little bit unnerving. We'll follow him in, so we're tying up here. There we go. Now then, let's just move some people over here so that we can get towards the ball. Ties. Was that a go for it roll? I didn't think that was a go for it. Whoops. Well, that was dumb. My bad. I was needing to get my goblin a little closer so that I could actually have that goblin grab this, because he's our best ball handler right now. Actually, we should have a thrower somewhere. Did our thrower get injured? Don't tell me our thrower is the one that got knocked out. Yep, first one that got knocked out. Of course it was. Okay. Well, then we'll have to pick him up with like a blitzer or something. Which might not be so bad. The blitzers are these guys, and they're not too weak. Well, not those guys. Where's my blitzer? The one that tripped. Good. They're not too weak, so that's not bad. Oh, there we go. Knew someone was dying today. Now you can see his mangled corpse over there. Oh, and they got the ball. I'll have to blitz him. I don't have much of a choice. I'll take the attacker down there, though. I can't believe we already have a death. That's why we have him. Please tell me that was at least... Yep, that was lineman. Okay. Could have been worse. Just gonna move him just to help a little bit with this. We're gonna have to do that in the end no matter what. So from here I'm just going to see if there's anything else I want to do first. Anyone need to be picked up? No. any 2 dice anywhere that I want to use. The red 2 dice, by the way, are saying that I am in trouble if I use that. So there's this one, and unless I roll really bad, that should be okay. Yeah, we'll follow him in. Maybe be able to trap him or something. Have to do this now. Well, that'll do it for us. He'll get the point. At least we'll get to make him have to dodge a little bit first. May as well try and take out some of these 1 dice then. Alright, we'll just push him and leave him be. Maybe that'll help us with one of these. Yeah. Wow. Now dead. Oh, not quite. So he'll probably do any smashing that he can do, and then he'll probably run it in. I mean, I think he has a pretty decent chance of just being able to do this. I think, can he? Yeah, I think he still can run after that too. So I think he's good. Yep. That wasn't good for us. Well, maybe we can still do something. At least stand up. Okay, the goblin stood up. That's something. We did injure 2 of him. I mean, I guess we're only equal now, so that's not so bad. Trainee should be on the field somewhere now. Did he move to the front already? Yeah. So... They're moving their players first, so we'll get to react to that. I don't know, I think our goblin's good enough to take that. Looks like a fair fight. So there are ways to change camera and stuff, I just haven't figured that all out yet, and I'll probably figure it out before the next game. Just so that I can have a little bit better looking at things. Alright, so we want our goblins to be handling the ball, because we don't have a thrower. We want him to be handling the ball, but he's not here. Our goblins are the next best thing, because they're hard to get a hold of, basically. Then we want to cover our goblins, so we probably want to put linemen on either side. We're leaving the center open a little bit, which isn't great, but it works. If we need to, we can hand the ball off to a blitzer or something, so that won't be too bad. It looks like he's pushing it pretty aggressively, though. Hey, we got an extra reroll. That's good. I was kind of hoping for a touchback there, though. 67% to pick up, so we probably want to do our bashing first. Because there has to be at least some good bashing here somewhere. I mean, I would think. Well, there's one. Wow. We aren't using our first turn like that. Yeah, that's not good. I don't know, maybe we should follow. So we can blitz one of these guys, I think. If we can take out one and blitz the other, I think that would help, so. Yeah, that was actually kind of risky. I should have maybe done that. Is he opening the blitz? Not really. We're gonna need to pick up the ball. And this is not ideal in any way. So we'll... Can he even throw that? Oh, that's ugly. Let's not do that. Not unless we need to. Take the double there. Pushing him away is okay. Doesn't look like we have to dodge to do that, so we might do that. Use him to come back and cover. Yeah, we'll move our goblins over here to help cover. And we'll move him back here to help cover. I mean, I don't know what we're going to do. I don't think we can score, but we can at least try and prevent them from getting something dumb and scoring it. Right? So many pushes. Follow him up at least. Okay, so we don't want to do it there. Here's okay at least. Both down on my blitzer is fine because he has block. But so does he, so it'll just be a neutralizing attack. Going to want to take that here. Yeah, that's good. That'll take him down. We'll follow him up as well. Kind of give a little more coverage on the left or right side. It also gives us a double here, which doesn't work out, but it could have, and that might have been important. We'll stay here, I think, so we can cover this area. I think that's all the moves we really have, so we'll end the turn. So I think he's just gonna, because I think this is the last turn, he's just gonna bash us as much as he can, so we'll let him go for that. Come on, stay up. Don't get hurt. We can't afford another injury. If we can get our thrower back at the start of the next one, we'll have the thrower able to handle the ball on top of everything else with them having 2 men down, which will be really good. Come on, keep up. Just take the hit and keep standing. Okay. So far so good. We might have a 2 here, which isn't great for us, but that will probably give him 1 here, but yeah, he definitely will have 2 here. Pick that one. Pick the skull. Come on, it works. Okay. Still standing. I think he might try and blitz here if he hasn't blitzed yet. And then just try and hit here, I think. Are his last 2 moves. So, that's good. I mean, we lit him quite a bit, so that's pretty good for us. Hey, that's even better. He'll probably take the boat down to try and injure us. Luckily, no. Unluckily, didn't injure them either. So now it's our last turn. Our goblin can make it only about halfway, so probably not gonna score. Still gonna move to there though. Just because he's not gonna do anything else otherwise. Have to stand all our people back up. We'll stumble him that way and follow him in. We're mostly hoping for injuries with them, so that's more of the hope than anything really. But I don't think we'll be getting much this time around. Both down. He is locked. And that should be the end of the path. So with that, this episode's going to kind of end here. And then I'm going to upload the other one as soon as possible right afterwards. Probably just later. So, see y'all.